Alright, if you clicked on this video, you probably already know what a Nuzlocke is. So instead of running you through the standard explanation, let's talk about eggs. As the name implies, in an Egglocke, every Pokemon is hatched from an egg randomly chosen from the PC. I had my group of friends prepare 69 of these eggs in advance, using hacked abilities and moves to make either the best or the worst Pokemon ever. That's not the only reason I called this an Egglocke. If I happen to let one of these so carefully crafted Pokemon die, my punishment would be to have a real life egg thrown at me. I didn't make this challenge any easier for myself because of this, by the way. I still played with hardcore Nuzlocke rules including set mode, no overleveling, and no items. Will I survive Nuzlocking the entirety of Black and White 2 in one sitting while getting constantly slammed with eggs? Stay tuned and find out. Our journey begins as every normal Pokemon trainers does, sitting in a Pokemon Center staring at a PC full of eggs. I quickly realized that my name has been intentionally misspelled by my friend who prepared the file for me. It's supposed to be Jiggy, okay? And I have to say this now or else you're gonna get used to seeing Jiggly for the whole video. Anyway, I boxed this Magikarp, aptly named Fodder, in exchange for our first egg, which turns out to be a Diglett. This Diglett is, pretty terrible. It actually has one of its normal abilities in Sandvale, and all of its moves are dedicated to increasing evasion, lowering accuracy, and dodging every single attack possible until I can hit a Fissure to one-hit KO. This is probably a good time to mention that I didn't change any of the pre-made movesets for the Pokemon that I used. This was so the original intention behind the sets my friends made still remained and kept things interesting. This Diglett wouldn't be unique if I could just delete all the garbage moves for normal ones, right? Lucky for me, we get a quick guaranteed Route 1 encounter and hatch a Farfetch'd. This might not sound amazing, but this Farfetch'd was jacked, especially in the early game. It had signature item, the Leak, which boosts crit rate by 2, and a bunch of strong moves with high crit chance. Good coverage, 50% chance to crit on all of its moves, and the fact that it's early game means that this thing was gonna be the carry. Next route, I got a Spoink with Moody and 4 incredibly powerful moves. Another great Pokemon, if Moody luck decides to bless me. We pull up to Flosessi Ranch, and I almost get wiped trying to catch this Riolu. All 3 of my Pokemon ended up in crit range, and I barely managed to catch it. The Riolu was quickly switched out for a Happiny holding Lucky Punch, a useless signature item of Chansey. That's right, Chansey. It doesn't even affect Happiny. This thing also has some crit moves like the Farfetch'd, except this thing is a goddamn Happiny, so it's not gonna do any damage, even in the early game. That's all the encounters we get before the first gym, so let me run you through our sharing strategy real quick.
There's gonna be 2 cross chops and done. Yeah, 1. This is gonna be the second cross chop, and it's I said this is gonna be the second cross chop, and it's okay. Very funny, very funny, very funny, very humorous. Okay, very funny. But now I'm gonna hit cross chop, and it's gonna kill, and that's that.
After this dominating sweep from my GOAT Farfetch'd, there were some complainers in chat saying that Farfetch'd was too overpowered and that I should use some of the other Pokemon. Let this be a lesson to any streamer, okay? Number 1 mistake of all time, listening to chat. I was like, sure, I'll use the Happiny then since it's the one who I've used the least. And guess what immediately happened? What the fuck was that? I wasn't even looking. No. Wait. You know what that means.
It's gonna hurt.
Well, I really don't know this. This would be really good.
We're legit pretty good.
Okay.
Standing.
No cover.
Tense up your right. Tense them all. Oh wow, damn, good shot. That did hurt. Yeah, it did hurt.
And I did crack it beforehand.
With my egg virginity now taken, I very cautiously moved on to the second town and picked up an encounter in the Verbank complex. Now, I gotta give a little backstory for what happened next. So, I was asking chat to say a number between 1 and 69 to pick out which egg I take from the PC, yeah? Then, there's this one person in my chat called Shiny Hisuian Zorua. They've been there in all the streams, definitely one of the most loyal viewers, and they put in number 14. That's when this happened.
Oh shit.
Is that good?
No way. What the... Now, the eggs are pre-made, so it's not a real shiny, but the fact that they immediately got the shiny Zorua made by my friends as a little nod to them on the first egg they chose was pretty crazy. It's not rigged, I swear. This Zorua is also a beast, by the way, since it has sheer force and 4 great moves, including the best move in the game, U-turn. If I can keep this thing alive, it'll be incredible in the Elite Four, and for the whole game, honestly. After doing a little grinding in Verbank Complex, I decided that I hadn't learned my lesson and kept listening to chat. Instead of leveling to the gym leader's ace, I leveled to her lowest level Pokemon to keep things interesting. Not only that, but I decided to use the evasion and fissure spamming Diglett. For the gym leader, I really wanted to have Diglett kill her ace, so I used Zorua's Psychic to kill her Levitate Coughing, and then bring in Diglett on a Venoshock. There's just one teensy tiny problem.
Oh wait, fissure doesn't even work because I'm lower level. Fissure doesn't work if you're lower level than your opponent. And now I might die to Pursuit. The only play is to switch out and hope that he either misses Pursuit because of the sand attack, which I don't even know if that can happen, or he doesn't use Pursuit because he sees that Venoshock or something kills and he just clicks that. I guess we go into Zorua and just hope.
Time for another egg.
The egg right here? Oh, that's dangerous and close to like my neck. Go ahead. My neck!
After that blow to the neck, I finished the battle with 2 Psychics from Zorua. Yet again, listening to chat had caused me to get an egg thrown at me. Still, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. It definitely won't happen a 3rd time, right? Right? Castelia City brings a bunch of encounters with it. 4 to be precise. Route 4, the sewers, the city itself and this little garden, and the Relic Passage. These encounters became a Wonder Guard Snover with only Sheer Cold, a Divine Pidove with Judgment, another Sheer Force monster in Ralts, and the best of all, a Bidoof with only Explosion and Baton Pass. We named him after the egg he came from, egg number 6. His name will be LeBron. I box the Ralts and keep Pidove, Snover, and LeBron in my team for the 3rd gym. Here, I quickly realized something about this Wonder Guard Sheer Cold Snover.
Oh, that could have killed me. God, Snover's really bad.
Having 7 weaknesses means basically everything can hit you, and I don't even know why I brought it into the Bug-type gym. Even in the gym after this, at least his ace has Flame Charge, and all of Clay's Pokemon have Rock moves. Giving Wonder Guard to this Mon was definitely a genius move to trick me into thinking it might be good. I then realized that half my team is weak to Bug. I've gotten 2 Psychic types, a Dark type, and a Grass type. One of my Flying types doesn't even have a Flying type move, and the only way LeBron can do damage is by blowing up. Ignoring all these glaring red flags, I go into the fight with Berg underleveled again. I start off with Pidove and quickly realize this thing also sucks, even with flare boosted Judgment. I risk a crit on Zorua just to kill this Swadloon, and then Dwebble comes out. This thing has Sturdy, and everything on my team is weak to either Bug or Rock except LeBron. I decide to try my luck with Moody first and get a defense boost, so I risk getting crit on Spoink and hit a -1 Psychic since Moody also dropped my special attack. I do this twice to get Dwebble in the red, and then consider my options. The fact that each death means I have to get egged makes me want to avoid sacking Pokemon as much as possible. Normally, I would just blow up LeBron without hesitation or sack the Pidove to get a switch into Zorua, but I'm racking my brain trying to find a way to get through this with everyone alive. Moody gave me a -1 in accuracy, so staying in and risking another crit plus a miss seems like a bad play, but I go for it, since if I'm gonna have to sack something anyway, I might as well try my luck. Lucky for me, it hit, and I survived the scariest gym battle so far with no deaths. I'm not in the clear yet though, because the Chorus fight after the gym is just as hard, if not harder than Berg. My big plan is to just spam Focus Blast with Zorua and Cross Chop with Farfetch'd, because nothing else on my team can hit Steel types, even for neutral damage. My big plan immediately goes wrong as I miss Focus Blast turn 1 and get Thunder Waved. I then barely kill the Magnemite, opening myself up to a crit along the way, before switching into a gear grind like an idiot and missing Cross Chop and dying. The early game GOAT Farfetch'd was dead now, and the only other Pokemon who could do actual damage to Steel types on my team is paralyzed and at 16 HP. I decide to once again try my luck with Moody since it's the only thing that can save me now, but only get a speed boost and an attack drop. I did get a psychic special defense drop, but I died in the next gear grind, so I decided to try for a dark pulse flinch. And Chorus clicks charge? Twice? I have no idea why he's throwing. He could actually wipe my entire run here easily. And I get a critical hit on the third psychic after that? I'm honestly really lucky for even surviving this fight, but I'm also pretty unlucky for missing Focus Blast and Cross Chop, so we'll say it balanced out.
I see it.
Make sure you feel like
Please do.
Miss.
After surviving my third time in the execution chamber, I move on to get some more encounters, seeing as I only have 6 Pokemon at this point. After this gym, I get Desert Resort, Relic Castle, Route 5, the Route 5 Hidden Grotto tutorial, since I'm counting Hidden Grottos as encounters. This is the only one I use, so don't worry about it. Route 16, and Losslorn Forest. 6 brand new encounters to work with for the Electric Gym. These end up being a Baneri, Patrat, Ducklet, Wynot, Pineco, and Voltorb. The Baneri and Patrat ended up being irrelevant, but those last 4 I get some major use out of. The first one that'll see some major use is this Ducklet because, and I swear I didn't cheat, this Ducklet has Lightning Rod right before the Electric Gym. This was the best place I could have hatched it, and it becomes an integral part of the Elisa fight. For the rest though, I'll explain the sets in greater detail when they actually become relevant, seeing as I can't stop to explain every single Pokemon or we'll be here forever. I'll still keep the brief flashes on screen for those who want to pause and see the sets before I use them though. Anyway, the 4th gym is really no problem at all with this Roost, Calm Mind Scald, and Lightning Rod Ducklet. Butlet here just completely sweeps by spamming Scald and getting his special attack constantly raised by Lightning Rod. Again, not rigged. 3rd time saying it.
How do you guys feel about me getting the Ducklet right before the Electric Gym? You guys that made the eggs. Jiggyluck? You got Jiggylucked? How does it feel? First time?
On the way to Driftville City, I have to fight a Heartbreaker. His name, Charles. This triple battle is kinda scary, but I position my 3 Pokemon to be able to one-shot his 3 Pokemon. Ducklet will kill Archon, Zoroark will kill Sigilyph, and Curlio will thunder the Caracosta.
Oh! I did not account for that. I did not account for that happening. That was not in my calculations.
Are you gonna go back? Fine. Nobody even on target, man.
Yeah. Oh, that did not even feel close.
Wow, my roommate has some terrible aim. He went for this target and somehow hit my goddamn hair. The next couple encounters in Driftville City aren't super relevant. The only semi-useful one was this Onyx called Usain Bolt with 4 priority moves and speed boost. Now, everyone knows about Clay's Excadrill being kind of a threat in this game, so for the first time in this run, I came up with a strategy. Here's the plan. The Electrode from earlier has counter and sturdy, so it can kill the Excadrill guaranteed. I just have to get it in on full HP. I do this by using the GOAT, LeBron. He can switch in on Excadrill, baton pass to Electrode after taking a hit, and set up for counter. I did risk critical hits on Butlet and LeBron, but hey, the strategy worked! After yet another stupid tutorial for something I don't care about, God bless you Black and White 2, I can move on with my life and head through Chargestone Cave to Mistralton City. Along the way, I pick up a broken Perish Trap Spiritomb and an Axew that only has Outrage with own tempo so it doesn't get confused. I keep my team the same as Gym 5 aside from subbing in the now fully evolved Fortress, as the Volt Switch Electrode and Stealth Rock Fortress will be more than enough for Skyla's team. LeBron yet again gets to show off his skills as a baton pass pivot here. Honestly, he's been so much better than I expected. Zoroark cleans up the Skarmory and we pick up another easy badge. Things have been going well. Too well. After the 6th gym, there's a long stretch with a ton of encounters and towns before the 7th. Honestly, most of these encounters weren't really noteworthy. Like, we had this amazing Magikarp, and a Defeatist Scyther that only has U-turn, and a Prankster Trico with no attacking moves. The best thing I got here was a Finneon with Drizzle, although the Trico isn't that bad. An uneventful rival fight later, and we arrive at everyone's favorite type of battle in Pokemon. A double battle where you're forced to have an AI partner. I'm also pretty underleveled, and I kinda thought that this Sneasel had Pursuit.
Don't look at me like if a Pokemon's gonna die. It's not like this Sneasel has pursuit or something.
So I tried to Volt Switch out, but because of the level difference...
The Sneasel was faster than me.
On the wall. On the wall. I'm pulling it on the wall.
That was definitely the worst egg so far. My roommate shoved that egg into me so hard that the moisture went through the damn shirt. Really rubbed it in too to make it worse. Yuck. Poor Boomer too, he'd been a real carry in the 5th and 6th gyms. That's the first death that really stings. To ease my pain, I hatch a Flying for Alligator, a nod to my Draft League mascot. He's my son, and nothing's gonna hurt him. After passing through Bridge City and ending this guy's 999 win streak, it's a straight shot to the 7th gym. I come in here with Fracture as my only way of hitting Dragon-type super effectively, and an under-leveled Fracture at that. After a spook with the first gym trainer, I level up to about their levels and move on to the next one. This Fracture manages to set up a Dragon Dance, so I try to Toxic Stole it, but I get crit. Not wanting to risk another crit on Bomber, I send in LeBron to take one. And the second crit does indeed come. Heartbroken, I almost lose another Pokemon to the Dredagon, but get a lucky Rock Slide miss on Zoroark. We're 7 hours into this point, and the fatigue is starting to show. Still, no matter how tired I may have been, the 6th egg will have no mercy on me.
I'm gonna miss. No,
Not again, not again.
It's broke on me.
It did, yeah.
That egg didn't hurt nearly as much as the pain of losing LeBron.
Sorry, LeBron. I'm so sorry.
His life mission was to explode, and because of me, he didn't get the chance. I hope he's exploding up there in the big PC box in the sky. The rest of the 7th gym wasn't very eventful. I leveled up Fracture enough to outspeed the trainers and outraged my way through it with own tempo. Even the gym leader got outraged 3 times, since Fracture evolved right at the level cap. Still coping about losing LeBron, I step outside and find Team Plasma committing what can only be described as the opposite of arson on the city. I'm about to drop the coldest take of all time, no pun intended, but I hate the evil team sections in Pokemon games. This is just a small taste of it, but when we get to the Plasma Frigate, we'll see the real extent of how bad this can get. For now though, I have to do the 8th gym first.
Electric or grass? That is fire. That is not electric or grass, unless this has water absorb. Oh, it does have water absorb.
Again, this wasn't rigged, I swear. On my YouTube channel that this wasn't rigged. I grab all the grass types I have and I get through the gym with little difficulty, starting the fight with this dude. I forgot his name, honestly. Marlin? Marlin. I have a bit of a scare with the Shell Smash Caracosta that could have crit me, but other than that, Prankster Sceptile from earlier, Walls Wailord, and Jellicent. It may have taken 80 years, but the combination of Substitute, Leech Seed, Thunderwave, and Swagger made this thing basically unkillable as long as I didn't run out of Substitute PP. Finally, all 8 badges had been collected. I just had to do the Team Plasma stuff and I'd be done, but on the way, I got a little distracted.
So, probably will be done before... Oh, I fucked up. Oops. Alright, well, you can throw another egg at me.
Oh, wait, what?
I wasn't looking, I was matching A because I was talking to you.
I decided that since I was almost done with the game and there likely wouldn't be many more eggs thrown, I'd let this 7th egg be smashed on my head since I wouldn't have to bear with it for too long. Or so I thought.
No, I didn't do it. It slipped.
Yeah, dumbass. Bro, just grab it. It's a fucking miss, bro. I
Miss?
miss. How do you miss? Isn't even one of the throws. He missed the one that you just got to miss.
I want to crack it softly on your head, but fine, I'll just do this.
Now, listen. At this point, the stream's been going for 8 hours. You gotta understand that I only want 2 things at this point. To finish the game and a shower. I'm tired as hell, and I'm trying to blitz through the end of this game as fast as I can. The reason I'm telling you all this is because I'm trying to make excuses for what's about to happen next. That was probably the most embarrassing death in the run. Like, really, bro? Losing a Pokemon to the guy that has 4 unevolved Roggenrolas? I'm watching this back and I'm honestly just embarrassed.
You can lie about one, please. I know.
Okay, that egg didn't really crack on impact, but I'm still counting that. We're running out of eggs, okay? After this, I reach the plasma frigate and fight some more grunts, Google this password, and go look for the keycard I need to input the password. Macargo solos this double battle against Cincelin and a random grunt. Spamming recover and getting fiery dance boosts while Hugh does all the work made it pretty easy, surprisingly. Plasma frigate completed. The first one, anyway. Yes, much to my surprise, you basically have to do this area twice. I didn't quite remember this, honestly, and I thought I was close to being done with the plasma section, but nope, there's more. After entering the ship again, I get ambushed by a random double battle while entering this door. Thinking it would be easy since it was just grunts, and still trying to blitz my way through the section so I could finish the game, I made the rookie mistake of clicking outrage in a double battle.
Egg.
This is the beginning of what I call the silent art. For the rest of the frigate, I was just sitting there, dead inside, blitzing my way through as best as I could in total silence. This wasn't a game anymore. I wasn't the same man who had walked into this challenge with a smile, bringing useless Pokemon on my team till they would die and I would get content out of it. I was a man on a mission. A man who just wanted to go to bed, god damn it. A man who got frozen and then crit by Zinzalin on the Fuck!
How you feeling? Bad. I'm sorry for the hand. That's horrendous.
You know what pisses me off the most about losing Pokemon in this place? Having to leave the ship, fly back to the city, change my party, then walk 80 miles back to the ship every time. Anyway, it's time to fight Colress again. Last time, my team was absolutely horrible against Steel types, if you remember, and he was the real first important death of the run. This time, my team is obviously better, but there's a bit of a flaw in my strategy here. I nasty plot up and heal with Moonlight on this Wobbuffet that has Eruption, but I forgot that Wobbuffet has 33 base special attack. Look at my face seeing how that +2 Eruption bounced off Magnezone. Anyway, Kling comes in and wait. Pause. Enhance. What? Why? Why did I bring the stupid Wonder Guard Abomasnow into a fight with all Steel types? What was I cooking? Oh my god. Sceptile gets absolutely obliterated by a Gear Grind, and then Deja Vu hits me as Shiny Hisuian Zoro misses a Focus Blast and he sets up a Shift Gear. And then I realize Surf does literally nothing. And then I forget Sheer Cold doesn't work because I'm a lower level than him, a lesson I should have learned with Diglett 7 hours ago. I believe that I have learned. Pretty sure I'm fucked. At this point, I've accepted my fate. This +4 speed and +2 Kling is unstoppable. I came in unprepared, and I paid the price. Many thoughts were going through my head at this point, but one thought prevailed above all the others. At least if I die, I can finally be done with this challenge. What? Why did he spare me? Even through a paralysis, he clicked so many shift gears that I had time to hit an eruption. And then he even clicked Giga Impact instead of Gear Grind. And he missed the first Gear Grind when I switched in. Was the AI trying to not attack Wobbuffet because normally it only learns counter? That's my only guess as to why this happened. Still, I was alive. I finally have to sack the stupid Wonder Guard Abomasnow as Colress uses the Sturdy ability for its original purpose. Then I have to rely on hitting a Focus Blast, and although the first one misses, the second one hits. Was it luck? A miracle? AI quirks with Wobbuffet? Colress wanting to keep me suffering just a little longer? All of the above? I don't know, but much to my dismay, I had survived.
And honestly, I kind of wish I had died. I really wish I had died. I need you to throw all 4 at me. And I need you to make it quick.
As I stood there preparing to get pelted by 4 eggs at the same time, I thought of what had just happened. Back then, I had completely given up, and I was happy to lose if it meant I could finally be done with this challenge. Having survived that near-death experience, having sunk into the deepest pits of despair and now being forced to climb back up, I was left wondering, what did I come here for? When did I become content with losing? When did I become a man who tries to avoid finishing what he started? When did I decide that I was happy with taking the easy way out? I survived by a miracle, And with this second chance, I remembered my purpose.
1, 2, 3.
I couldn't just give up and half-ass it at this stage. I was here to win. I was going to finish this challenge. Not for the content, not for the viewers, not for my roommates who've had to stay awake all this time, but for me. Because god damn it, I didn't get hit by 14 eggs in 10 hours just to lose now.
That woke me up. That really woke me up. I really needed that. Whoa. This thing is a beast. Adaptability with Dragon Dance, Outrage, Brave Bird, and Roost. That thing is a monster. I'm just gonna win. I'm just gonna use whatever broken shit they gave me and win. I get Dragonite, 100%. I think I get Darmanitan as well. I think I do this and this. I definitely keep Fortress. Yep, that's right. This late in the game, bringing back Usain. Alright, this is the team.
With only a few V-Creates, I easily finished the Plasma Frigate and headed off to fight Getsis. Kieran White was there too, but he just, died.
That's why he's the GOAT.
Getsis is a team of 6 pretty scary Pokemon, but with Adaptability, Dragon Dance, and Roost, I just need one good opportunity to set up for my victory. Verbank has Toxic, so I can't really set up against it, but I can get up Stealth Rocks for a bit of extra damage and use my own Toxic on it before knocking it out. Then comes Drapion. This was the perfect opportunity. Even a critical hit Night Slash wouldn't kill me, so we start dancing. Finally, no more Team Plasma. My greatest nightmare and the lowest point of this run was over. Now it's just Victory Road, the Elite Four, and Iris. Victory Road in this game isn't as bad as some of the older games. There's only a few required trainers, so it's mostly a straight shot. Before heading over there, I get my last 2 encounters, one of which is a useless Tentacool, and the other is a really good Cleffa running one of the standard Smogon Clefable sets, minus the Techno Blast, which would normally be Moonblast, of course. Now, I start heading through Victory Road and have little difficulty until this close call with a required trainer. SHZ has been with us the longest, had the wildest origin, and is incredibly important for the Elite Four, so I would have been really mad if he died right before then. This bulk up sock could have been a huge problem too, but luckily I got through unscathed. The next trainer was a Breeze, and after him, I saw it. The light at the end of the tunnel. I had made it through Victory Road, and it was time to challenge the Elite.
We've got me. Not heal the Dragonite. I thought I was done. Stop! Stop! Stop it! My god, it was a fucking crit, dude!
To be honest, I could have pivoted around this Bouffalant better, but I guess it was the fatigue at that point that was really getting to me. Now, the situation was dire, and everything on my team was low. Dragonite had a good matchup against Simisage, but it has Rock Slide. That means there's one more problem. Even if I dodge a Rock Slide flinch, I'll die to Brave Bird recoil. Therefore, in my head, I have to click Outrage here and hope I can KO the Samurott after this. Looking at it now, I could have Dragon Danced instead of Outrage and then spammed Roost since I'd be faster, lose my flying typing, and wouldn't be weak to Rock Slide. But hindsight is 20/20. I luckily dodged the Rock Slide altogether, but as fate would have it,
Thank literal fucking God in heaven that that missed, dude. I was gonna have an aneurysm. My god, never mind. I'm still gonna have a fucking aneurysm.
losing Usain Bolt is whatever, really. He was just a cheerleader on this team. But Barney really hurts. He was so insanely overpowered. It seems I wouldn't be able to just Roost and Dragon Dance cheese the entire Elite Four. Here's the last 2 eggs before the Elite Four. Enjoy a throwback with another neck blast just like Egg 2.
It's delayed. I'm sorry. It's delayed.
Not again. Wow.
It's
I'm turning around. I don't want to get him.
Once my final punishment before the Elite Four is complete, I box the Flying Feraligatr for a water starter that doesn't have Defeatist, bring in the Cleffa from earlier, and also bring in the Moody Grumpig from the very beginning of the run for Marshall. Let's go. As per usual with Gen 5 runs, Chantal and Caitlyn don't pose any issue if you have a good Dark type. Something like, say, a shiny Zoroark with Sheer Force Dark Pulse. All it takes is knowing how to repeatedly press the A button to win against these two. I decided to do Grimsley next as I'm almost 99% certain that Marshall will be the hardest of the bunch. Instead of pressing A with Shiny Hisuian Zoro, we press A with the Goat instead. I get an attack boost from Intimidate thanks to Contrary, along with the numerous defense and speed boosts from V-Create. The only scare is when I miss V-Create on Bisharp, leaving myself open to a critical hit Night Slash, which luckily doesn't come. I almost learned that V-Create is 95 accuracy the hard way. Now, it was time for Marshall, and his team is full of threats. I wanted to set up rocks to break Sock sturdy, but Fortress, even with its good bulk, wasn't going to be able to take many fighting type hits. The plan was to leave Fortress, set the rocks up, and then use a combination of Grumpig and Zoroark Sheer Force Psychic to win. Problem was, with Moody, anything could happen. Now, Conkeldurr was in, and Bomber did what he does best, click Toxic. Unfortunately, after many hours of amazing service and Toxic stalls, Bomber finally fell to a Stone Edge crit from Conkeldurr. God bless his soul. I run some calcs on my phone to find out what can kill this Conkeldurr, and Sheer Force Psychic luckily does the job. I was shitting my pants watching that HP bar go down, I'm not gonna lie. From there, Psychic just kills the rest of Marshall's team, and I had beaten the Elite Four. It was time for the final fight of this challenge. Win or lose, I was proud of myself for persevering and getting here after almost 11 hours of consecutive gameplay. It may have been a 5v6, and Bomber's loss may hurt, but now, it truly was do or die. Nothing left to think about, no time for any more doubts. It was me and these 5 survivors against her. That was all there was to it. I'll be quiet for a bit, so enjoy this wild final battle.
It's in a perfect world, I live this. Wow, did not think that was gonna be faster than me. I'm not a fairy. I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I got too greedy, I guess. Yep, sure. Definitely my fault. Yep, got too greedy. Definitely should have expected getting crit fucking... Thought I dodged. Okay, special attack. Nice. It's huge, actually. Speed? Holy shit, wait. This is like the best Moody RNG of all time. I got special attack and speed. Kill him. Fuck, I really didn't kill. Grumpig sucks. Nice, okay, that's huge, that's huge. Dark Pulse, fuck it. If I could get a flinch, that would be very great. Miss. Oh, why do they always hit, man? Okay, well that's gonna be the sash. That's fine. Had to be that way. Just how it had to be, man. Oh my god, dude. Alright, well here's the test. Of course, man. Of course, man. Of course. Of course. I can still maybe win. Definitely V-Create here to break the sturdy, and then the last two Pokemon are weak to water. Oh my god! Oh my god, this is the wildest fucking champion fight of all time, bro. Crit the Aggron with the V-Create? That's insane, dude. Oh my god. A double crit. You know what they say, bro? That's why he's the GOAT. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
A truly poetic champion battle. It began and ended with a double crit, and Shiny Hisui and Zorua died in the only way he could have. Missing Focus Blast yet again. The sense of relief and happiness that filled me after winning was huge, but I wasn't done quite yet.
Alright, you guys ready? The last eggs. I got them here. This is the first time I'll be egging myself because everybody's asleep. Would you look at that though? We have 4 eggs left precisely, and 4 exact Pokemon died in the Elite Four and Champion. Oh, they're gonna be so bad. I'm just gonna smack them. Just gonna smack them right into my tits. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. All right, psych myself up. 3, 2, 1. That was fucking nasty, and I gotta do that one more time. I just want to say, if you popped in by the stream, if you watched it all, or if you just watched an hour of the 11 hours, I really appreciate it. There's an idea I had like 3 weeks ago, and it took a lot of people to set it up and have it come together. And honestly, probably, I mean, it's not like anything crazy, right? It's not crazy ambitious video or anything compared to some other YouTubers, but for me, this is probably the video I've had to make that was the most ambitious, with the most build up. I had to get multiple people to help me out, like a ton of people. Pretty much all of my closest friends helped me out. And I appreciate them a lot. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who watched, everybody who helped me, everybody who passed by. I appreciate it. I'm glad that it turned out so well. And hopefully I'll never have to do this again. Hopefully I will never ever have to do this again. No more eggs. It is done. I never want to eat eggs again.
Let me just add to this little monologue and say, hey, I'm sorry this video took so long. But seriously, thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end. Thank you to everyone who helped me set up the ROM, to my roommates who were willing to stay awake with me, to everyone who watched the stream live, to all my friends reminding me constantly to get this video done. Everyone, man. Like past Jiggypoo said, everyone came together for this video. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank all of you, man.
Yo, it's future Jiggypoo here on a new setup. Just gonna add even more thanks to my good friend Iwang for drawing the amazing thumbnail. When I recorded the original outro, the thumbnail, I hadn't even asked him to do it yet, so I have to add it in post, but thank you so much, man.
Despite my inactivity during this semester, I still hope to continue making videos in the future, so if you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. Other than that, there's not much else to say, except for the fact that I hope I never have to do this again, and that the cleanup after was surprisingly not even that bad. Pour one out for SHZ, for GOAT, and for all the eggs that were cracked along the way. This has been Jiggypoo, and one final time, thank you so much for watching.